And then we had that the federal judge in Texas ruled that Obamacare is unconstitutional. Several states joined that lawsuit, including Indiana. And we happen to have with us, by great good fortune, the Attorney General of the great state of Indiana. Curtis Hill is with us this morning. Mr. Attorney General, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Stuart. Good morning.
You joined the suit. You won.
Yes.
The Texas judge says, get out of here. The Affordable Care Act is unconstitutional. So now what?
Well, now what is that Congress finally has an opportunity to do the right thing and work towards a solution that not only provides adequate health care and sufficient health care that's affordable, but through a constitutional framework. The problem that we had here was that Obamacare was predicated on a tax penalty. And back in 2012, we were all shocked that the Supreme Court found Obamacare constitutional, but the sole basis for that constitutional determination was it's a tax, and Congress has the authority to tax. Well, last year, Congress repealed the tax, so they zeroed down the tax penalty in Obamacare for the individual mandate.
Yep.
That made the individual mandate unworkable from a congressional standpoint. They said so themselves when they enacted this back in 2009. The federal judge agreed. We filed suit last February saying, look, if the constitutionality of this act is based solely on the taxing authority of Congress and there now is no longer a tax, then the individual mandate must fail.
Okay.
That's what the court decided last Friday.
And that means that the government cannot lay down the law and say, you've got to cover this, 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 and this, and you must have coverage.
Absolutely. I mean,
we
all certainly, I certainly believe that people should have insurance. I think it's a smart move.
Right.
But whether the government should require it, should mandate it, that's an entirely different matter, because once the government starts doing that, then you're getting into loss of choice, lots of options, higher cost. These are all the problems that we're facing. And while we're not addressing policy with what we did, we're addressing the rule of law.
But now you do have to have policy coming out of Congress. What a mess you've got.
Congress has to lead. They failed in their opportunities in the past. First of all, they gave us this in the first place. Then when we had the opportunity to fix it within the last 2 years, I mean, how many of the folks that we know campaigned on the concept that they were going to fix Obamacare, they're going to repeal and replace,
disaster.
And nothing happened.
Yeah.
So the good news is our attorneys general across the state, across the country, worked together to determine that there was an opening here, not for the purpose of trying to bump people from their coverage. That is not the objective. The objective is whatever we do in this country has to be within the principles of the rule of law and Constitution. And if we can do anything within that constitutional framework to provide sufficient coverage, and bottom line, solid care, then that's what we need to do.
Okay. Here's my opinion. Once the government gives something, it cannot take it away. And what you've got right now is an enormous number of people who have heavily subsidized health care and millions, tens of millions, who get it for free. You've given that. You can't take that back.
You can't take it back, but you can be forced into a position with a provision that's unconstitutional. As this thing works its way through, right now, nothing's going to change, as everyone has noted. There's going to be appeals through the Fifth Circuit,
yep. And
ultimately this may go to the Supreme Court. If that happens, then we'll get a finality with regard to the constitutional provision. And if it's determined to be unconstitutional, something has to change. This is Congress's opportunity. Don't wait until we have a decision from the Supreme Court one way or the other. Work on it now and determine a bipartisan solution that if it's going to have pre-existing conditions, and I think most Americans are now feeling very comfortable about the concept of pre-existing conditions that they didn't before, then put it in. But put it in a constitutionally sound way.
A bipartisan agreement in this Congress.
There's an oxymoron.
Yeah. I won't go into that. Mr. Attorney General, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Stuart.
Much obliged.
Thank you.
Thank you.